Hi students and friends, welcome to the channel Learn and Teach by Sir Ayaz. We'll continue the topic simple molecules and covalent bonds. I will start with the solution of the question I gave you in last lesson. Here's the question. Predict the chemical formula between hydrogen and bromine, carbon and sulfur. You know the symbol and charges of hydrogen and bromine. Both hydrogen and bromine has a valency of -1. Just ignore their charges and these numbers will become subscripts. The subscripts will be exchanged. Let me do the working for you. H, we are ignoring their charges. Valency is 1. For subscript, these subscript will be exchanged. So the formula will be HBr. The name is hydrogen bromide. Next one is between carbon and sulfur. C is the symbol for carbon. S is the symbol for sulfur. Valency of carbon is ±4. So I'm ignoring its charge. I will write 4. And valency of sulfur is -2. Again, ignore its charge. So, but look at these numbers. These are even numbers. Then these will be divided by 2. What we will get? We'll get 2 and 1. Now, these subscript will be exchanged. We'll get this CS2. It is carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide. As there are 2 atoms of sulfur, so I will call it carbon disulfide. The learning outcome is same for this lesson. That is describe the formation of covalent bonds in the simple molecules, including these molecules starting from H2 ending on N2. Use dot and cross diagrams to show the electronic configurations in these and similar molecules. Recall the valencies of non-metals only. These will be helpful in formula prediction and then dot and cross diagrams. I'm writing the valency for non-metals only, starting from group 4 and ending on group 7. Plus -4, group 5 -3, group 6 -2, group 7 -1. Now I'm drawing dot and cross diagram between oxygen and chlorine. The formula is Cl2O. Cl2O, which means there will be 2 chlorine and 1 oxygen atom. Remember one thing, and that is we will show only valence electrons. First of all, you have to show the key on right hand side. There are 2 elements, Cl and oxygen. I'm using dot for oxygen and cross for chlorine. An oxygen atom needs 2 electrons to complete its valence shell, while each chlorine atoms need 1 electron. Electrons will be shared in this way. In the center, you are having oxygen, 1 chlorine, 2nd chlorine. Now I am drawing their valence electrons. Oxygen need 2 electrons, so it will offer it 2 electrons to these chlorine atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the number of electrons that's present in the valence shell of oxygen, as it belongs to group 6. What about chlorine? Chlorine belongs to group 7. So it must have 7 valence electrons. 1 will be shared with oxygen atom. Let's start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I will do this for this chlorine atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you count the total number of electrons in each circle, it will be 8, which means both oxygen and chlorine have completed their valence shell by sharing. Both oxygen and chlorine completed their valence shells by sharing. Let's try a dot and cross diagram between carbon and fluorine, as we have already worked out the formula, which is CF4. This indicates that there will be one carbon and 4 fluorine atoms. A carbon atom needs 4 electrons to complete its valence shell, while each fluorine atom needs 1 electron. Now this time I'm using dot for fluorine and cross for carbon. The dot and cross diagram between these two will be like this. This is carbon, it's 1 fluorine, 2nd fluorine, 3rd fluorine, 4th fluorine. Let's write their symbols. First, I'm showing the valence electrons of carbon. It is in group 4, so there must be 4 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fluorine belongs to group 7, so each fluorine will show 7 valence electrons. Let's start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see, each of these atoms have completed their valence shell. They all are having 8 electrons in their valence shell, which means their valence shell is complete. They have just completed their valence shell, or you can say acquired the electronic configuration of inert gas or noble gas. Let's work out the dot and cross diagram between carbon and oxygen. We know the formula. It's CO2. CO2 is carbon dioxide. It means that there will be 1 carbon and 2 oxygen atoms. A carbon atom contain 4 valence electrons, which means it needs 4 electrons to complete its valence shell, while an oxygen atom has 6, and each oxygen atom need 2 electrons to complete its valence shell. So first of all, I'm drawing the key on right hand side, CO. I'm using dot for carbon and cross for oxygen. Here we are having carbon in the center and 2 oxygen atoms on right and left side, O, C, O. First of all, show valence electrons of carbon. There will be 2 oxygen atoms. Carbon atom will offer 2 electrons to each oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's place valence electrons of oxygen. It's in group 6, which means it has 6 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you count the total number of electrons in each circle, it will be 8. Let me do the working for each oxygen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons. What about this oxygen atom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 8 electrons. What about carbon atom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, it's also having 8 electrons. So all these 3 have completed their valence shells by sharing electrons. Thanks for watching. Press like, give comments, and share my video. For more videos, subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.